Well, today on Straight Talk, I'm with three lovely ladies, Felicia Townsend, Lucy Lee, and Sandy Wolfram, who work with the ISSA Charities. How are you all today?
Great. How are you?
Thanks for having us.
I'm fantastic, and it's great to be with you today. We need to introduce each of you, so people know who's talking, and they'll get to know you better as Charities continues to grow and evolve in the industry. So let's start with you, Sandy. Tell us how you got to Charities with ISSA and a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm one of the new staff members. I am the Director of Development, and I started in August. So I've been here a few months, and I have a nonprofit background in development for most of my career, and I wanted to come to ISSA Charities to make a difference.
And we welcome you to ISSA. How about you, Lucy? I know you're not in Chicago where ISSA is headquartered.
No, I'm just north of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And I've been at Cleaning for a Reason for 10 years. I started as a recruiter, inviting cleaning companies to join the cause of helping cancer patients. And I remember my initial enthusiasm. It was just about every partner meant that many more patients were being served. And that has stayed with me the whole 10 years. And I am currently the operations manager of the nonprofit, and have a great team, and we love serving cancer patients.
10 years. I think you're the veteran among us here working with ISSA. Important job. Thank you, Lucy.
I know there's some that have worked longer.
Oh yeah, but not in our group. You're the veteran right here. Felicia, tell us about yourself.
Yes, well, Felicia Townsend, I've been with Hygia Network ISSA Charities for 1 year, actually. And so I spent about 12 years in higher education. And so I consider myself to be a conductor of an orchestra when we talk about the Hygia Network. We have 13 council members, 25 committee members, 4 executive advisory board members. And, so it's just a joy to work with all of them on various opportunities and programs.
Very cool. Sandy, let's go to you next and talk about Charities, how it got started, its mission, and how people can help. I assume that ISSA Charities welcomes as many helpers as it can get.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Charities has a great history. They were started in 1992 as the ISSA Foundation. So it was a 501c3 designated nonprofit, and they started with awarding scholarships to qualified students at four-year universities. And believe it or not, they've given out more than 3.8 million in scholarship awards to date to more than 1,400 individuals. I think that's very impressive.
That is impressive.
And it's grown to now become ISSA Charities with 3 signature programs. ISSA Scholars is one of them, again, which grants scholarships to students. And also Cleaning for a Reason, which provides free professional home cleaning to cancer patients. And also ISSA Hygia Network, whose mission is to advance women in the cleaning industry through training and mentoring and networking. So our mission overall is to sponsor charitable and social programs directly related to cleaning and a healthy living environment. Mm-hmm. And we also aspire to be the cleaning industry's very own charitable and philanthropic choice, which I hope everyone will take to heart. Now, if people want to help, they can help by, like you said, Jeff, by volunteering, by donating to our mission, and engaging in the programs that we have to offer.
Well, thank you for that explanation. Good information. Lucy, you work with Cleaning for a Reason, that part of the program. Mm-hmm. That's important. Really helping people in their time of need.
Absolutely. We started in 2006. And our founder is a maid service owner, Debbie Sardone, owner of Buckets and Bows. She received a phone call from a cancer patient who wanted a quote on cleaning. And after receiving it, realized that's just too expensive. I'm not going to be able to afford that. And she hung up. And this was before caller ID. Our founder was devastated. Her mother was a cancer survivor, and she knew that there was an opportunity there to make a difference for that patient. And so she turned around and made it a company policy that their company would start serving women with cancer. And so after taking the idea to the ISSA show, she was able to share it with other residential cleaning companies, and the idea took off. Everybody wanted to support it similar. And so the nonprofit in 2006, serving the entire United States and Canada. And we are now 1,200 cleaning partners strong, and we have served over 41,000 cancer patients since 2006 at a donated value of $14.1 million in cleanings. And so after merging with ISSA just a few years ago, we transitioned from serving just women to serving any cancer household. And that was a very exciting change. So we now serve any man, woman, or child in need of house cleaning services. And it's been incredible. We've revised our website. We have a new logo, and all of that was debuted this year. And very excited to see after this COVID pandemic, how we're going to engage volunteers as well. So looking forward to lots of growth.
Great program, and it really impacts people's lives. So thank you for your work with that. Last but not least, Felicia Townsend, you work with the women in the industry.
Yes, yes, great. About 6 years ago, a group of executives from the cleaning industry joined forces to form the ISSA Network. And their goal is to advance women in the industry at every sector. And so when I was brought on, the goal was to be able to oversee several programs, and we've developed so much within the past year. So one of our major programs is our mentoring program that I'm very excited about. It connects women and men actually from the industry together, and they have these 6-month relationships. So we have 635 members on the platform. These are mentors and mentees, and the goal is to have the mentor to help with career development, strategies for improvement in their performance. And I do want to give a testimonial. One of our council members actually mentored a young lady who is now pursuing her master's in finance. So these are the types of relationships that are formed when you become a part of our mentoring unit. So that is a very critical part of our ISSA programming. Another important aspect of our programming is our educational programs. Due to the pandemic, we had to make a major shift in terms of how we deliver our conferences. So we initially started off offering face-to-face conferences across the country, dealing with networking and leadership in the industry. And then we quickly went virtual. So we have a networking and leadership conference that we have. We try to do these like once a month. And so we have one coming up next week on November 11th. And so once again, these are women who come together. They learn about how to build relationships, how to build teams, how to effectively, work with their clients. And so that is a major part, is the educational component of our program. And last but not least, we have an online networking community we call IHN Connect, which was started about a year ago. And so we have about 200 members on the platform. And so the goal again is to have these women and men actually come together and share resources and connect with each other within their own region. So I'm really excited to be a part of ISSA. I also want to say that we have about 25 corporate partners, and without them, we would not be able to exist. And so we are very excited about their support. So that's the ISSA Network in a nutshell.
Well, I should have taken some notes. You all do so much. It's going to be tough to keep up with, but good work. Let's go to some questions about what you folks are doing. And let's go to you, Sandy, to start. There's an event called Giving Tuesday coming up. Tell us about that and how ISSA Charities is involved.
Yes, we're very excited about it. It's actually a global day of generosity. It's not our event, but as people probably know, it's a day worldwide to give back and give back in a charitable type of way. And so ISSA Charities is participating this year as being one of the charities we're hoping will be your charity of choice to help out during that day. The day this year is on Tuesday, December 1st, and we'll be running it through the campaigns through social media, email, and asking for support that way. We do have a goal of $20,000, which will enable us to expand our programs and outreach, which Lucy and Felicia have been talking about. So we do have some great companies who have been generous and will match the gifts this year. So we're very excited about that as well. So anyone who donates, their donation will double with the matching from the companies that have decided to take part in this. So it's a really great time to give, and we're hoping that people will take a look at who they're giving to and decide that we are their charity of choice, and help us out so we can continue the great programming that we have available right now and expand into more homes and help more women and give more scholarships out.
Good information. Giving Tuesday coming up soon. Let's go to an interesting question here beyond Giving Tuesday. What has surprised you most about ISSA Charities and what it's accomplished? So much stuff you got going on, but what surprised you the most? We'll start with you, Felicia.
Yeah, it's been a really, it's been a trying time for a lot of businesses during the pandemic. They've tried to meet the demands of their customers, and they've done that, in a major way. But yet and still, all of these folks are still involved with ISSA Network. They're still involved with Cleaning for a Reason. They want to give back. And so for me personally, I'm just really overwhelmed and surprised about the level of support that we've received during this past 8 months. And so people are really into wanting to, gain education through our conferences, through our webinars. They want to understand, how can I work from home and raise a family and also work at a certain level, a higher level than they normally do. And so also our mentoring program, what surprised me is the fact that people are joining the program. They want to now get advice from leaders about, how do I maintain a level of sanity during this time? And so they're connecting with each other during this time. They're not just sitting back and just being overwhelmed by the circumstances, and they're moving forward. Our corporate partners are really giving in a major way. And you would think at this time that they would kind of refrain from that, but they're not. I mean, we get phone calls of people wanting to become a partner, and we're excited about that. And so I'm just excited to be a part of ISSA.
Pleasant surprises for sure.
Yeah.
Lucy, how about you? What surprised you most about ISSA Charities in your years as a veteran?
In particular, I think industry works together. Not just during the pandemic, but especially during the pandemic. And what I mean by that is we're pivoting to understand the value of clean and cleaning. And so it's much more than taking pride in your home. It's what it means to have a sanitized, safe, healthy home. And our partners have been taking training that's been available through the trade association, and eager to bring it to the cancer patients who need these cleanings the most. And they are at risk for infection, and they are just volunteering. We have been able to maintain our base of 1,200 partners, and we continue to have inquiries from all over of just regular people that want to help. And there are people love to clean, and I think that's part of it. And they understand that a clean home does more than just slow the spread of infection as well. They understand an emotional boost that offers a confidence to the cancer patients to take courage and to fight their battle. They understand that family members, friends may be far away. It may be hard to ask a friend to scrub your toilet. And so they understand that sometimes it's easier for a stranger and a professional to come in. And so we're very excited to just continue to be operating pandemic and making a difference for cancer patients. And so our goal is to become a household name. And together with ISSA Charities, we plan to just impact communities that need cleanings more than ever before.
Great goals. And Sandy, how about you? I know with your background, your perspective on what's going on at ISSA Charities must be worth sharing.
Well, being the new person coming in somewhere, you kind of get the perspective right away of what's happening and what kind of impact the charity is making. And I've been blown away by the passion and dedication of everyone who's working. Felicia and Lucy and all the rest of the staff are phenomenal. Their passion and for the mission and trying to really engage everybody out there, all the volunteers and the members, and trying to make sure that what we do is making the most impact in the community. And I see that, and it's actually blown me away. So, and we want to make the most impact possible, which is why we're here. And with support like that, both monetarily and also with volunteers, we're able to continue to grow and make it bigger and better and make a huge impact in the community, which is our mission. So we're very glad that there's such a great response to it. And like I said, being new and coming in, I was very pleasantly surprised that we have so much great momentum going, and I look forward to continuing that.
We talked about the goals of charities. I think we've covered that nicely, but I do have one final question. Everyone wants to know what's in it for me, my company, or the cleaning industry. So how would you answer this? Why should the cleaning industry care about ISSA Charities?
I know when it comes to helping cancer patients that savvy consumers realize that if they hire businesses that give back, it's a win-win both for themselves and their community. And so we're constantly working with our cleaning partners to for cause marketing purposes. The media loves stories about companies that give back, and it's not just one company, but in our case, it's 1,200 companies that are linked. And so it's the momentum across the country and throughout Canada as well. So I think it's a big part of a strong business identity, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, I know that anytime you give something, you feel better.
Yes, absolutely. And it's great team bonding for any company. Mm-hmm. And so we do look forward to working more with volunteers in the future. Right now during the pandemic, that part of our program is shut down, but anyone can be a part of this movement to elevate cleaning and help those who really need it.
I like that word, movement.
Yes, mm-hmm. Yes. And I do want to add on to what Lucy has said. I think, it's important to give to charities in a major way through the ISSA Network, for example, because, the programs that we offer actually, they're educational programming. It helps to, advance women. It gives them the skills that they need in order to perform at the highest levels within their roles. And so when you give your contributions, you're giving to that mission of providing programs and support. Also, our mentoring program. We can't make it without our corporate partners for our mentoring program. It's critical that, we have that support in order to be able to offer mentees the opportunity to connect with mentors in the industry and gain that support that they need, advice that they need in order to be successful in their careers. And also, as I stated before, our online networking community, the contributions through our corporate partners actually help to fund that and allow us to be able to provide that tool to the cleaning industry. So I'm excited to be a part of the industry. During this time, we've seen a major shift, and ISSA has risen to the occasion. Cleaning for a Reason has risen to the occasion. The whole ISSA Charities has risen to the occasion, and so we're just excited about moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Sandy, anything from you before we end the segment?
Well, I'd like to say, to answer your question there, if they really care about the cleaning industry and want to give back, we would really love to be their philanthropy of choice. The engagement with them will help us grow our programming and impact in the community. And we would love to be able to do that, as we had stated earlier. And so if you want any information at all about us or more information, you can go to ISSAcharities.org. And there will be some additional information there for you to look at. You can either look at all the programming, or you can also give back with a donation at our website.
Mm-hmm. So the website where people can find information is at the bottom of the screen. So you can see that there. Anyone that would like to help out, join the movement and make a difference, ISSA Charities is your answer. Thank you, ladies, for your time today.